Are you ready to shoot the intro? Just a minute. Don't you want to see what you're doing? Hey, if Lavi can construct lines like he did tonight, then this move should totally work to get us clicks. Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators defeat the New York Islanders at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum tonight by a score of 8-3. On a night where Duchesne, Colin Blackwell, Austin Watson, Dante Fabro, and Dan Hamhuis are the only Preds on the roster not to register a point, the Preds snatch victory from the jaws of certain defeat with their turnaround in the second period tonight. The Preds are playing in the second half of back-to-backs in New York, the second time they've played in back-to-backs this season. The first time they faced this situation this season, they won the first game and got blown out in the second game by a rookie goalie. Did they learn anything from it? Well, fortunately for them, there's not a rookie in net for the New York Islanders tonight, just Thomas Greiss. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first, the experiment that is these line combinations starts off on the right foot as Nick Bonito in a corner to the left of Greiss while falling gets it to Craig Smith, whose scoring touch has been locked in a deep freeze, who scores by Thomas Greiss, giving the Preds a 1-0 lead. Not the best start visually for Pekka Rinne, who is in net tonight for the Preds, but he stops everything that comes in front of him. Islanders outshoot the Preds 12-7, but the Preds have the 1-0 lead after the first period. Early in the second, Craig Smith on a breakaway attempts to give the Preds a 2-0 lead, but Thomas Greiss stops him, and quickly, after a bad attempt by Dan Hamhuis to keep it in, the Islanders have numbers going the other way. 2-on-1, Brock Nelson scores, ties it at 1. Game of inches, and it's a brand new game. Soon after, the Islanders get their second power play chance of the game, and Brassard scores to give the Islanders a 2-1 lead, because you know that Preds penalty kill that has been hot as of late couldn't go perfect forever. And Coach Peter Laviolette does what he loves to do all the time in situations just like this with 2 quick goals. He doesn't call a timeout. Times like this, the boys need to be settled down and relaxed. Coach, only beating teams below the playoff bar and losing to teams above the playoff bar is not going to get you guys back in the playoff hunt. Wake up! You are going to have to rally big one of these days in one of these games. Well, it's not quite time yet for the Preds to rally in this one, as the Preds would go on the power play, and before Preds Nation can think that the team might break their power play slump, Ryan Ellis has his turn at not being able to keep the puck in, as the Islanders go the other way, shorthanded, and Sedlikas makes it 3-1. That's an even strength goal, a power play goal, and a shorthanded goal given up by this defense in a matter of 5 minutes. Still no timeout by Lavi, and I'm becoming irate watching this. That's it. Shut her down. This game's over. There's no way the Preds are coming back in this one. Or can they? Preds do capitalize on that power play that the Islanders have already scored shorthanded on. Ekholm picks up where he left off on Monday night and gets it to Forsberg, who gets it past Thomas Greiss. Islanders 3, Preds 2. Just over 2 minutes later, Turris is behind the net of Greiss, and he sees Craig Smith, and he scores his second of the game, and we're all tied again, 3-3. Not wanting to be one up by number 9, Nick Bonino retakes the lead in team scoring by tipping in a shot from Ekholm right in front, like goals would go in if the Preds drove to the net more, and the Preds have the lead back 4-3. Before the second period is over, Philip Forsberg gets it to Rocco Grimaldi, and he gets it over Thomas Greiss's glove side to make it 5-3 Preds. And despite playing terrible through most of the first and the first 10 minutes of the second, the Preds still have the lead after 2 periods, now up by 2 goals. Varlamov is in net for the Islanders to start the third. Not satisfied to rest on just a 2-goal lead, the Preds find another gear. First, Ryan Johansson finds the real deal, Cal Jarnkrok, streaking down the net, and he makes it 6-3 Preds. If you had told me coming into this game that a team was going to have a lead at one point or another in this game of that much? I certainly wouldn't have thought it would have been the Preds. Preds on a power play, and what is this? A second power play goal? Kelly passes it to Ryan Ellis. One times and immediately to Captain, my captain. It is 7-3 Preds. 2 power play goals by the Preds in one night? Man, it must be a full moon outside. That's 6 unanswered goals after falling down 3-1 early in the second. For good measure, Ryan Johansson comes out from behind the Islanders' net, finds it open, and deposits his 8th of the season, his 3rd goal in 5 games. It is 8-3 Preds, and they're cruising now as the Islanders fans head for the exits. There is a late scrum in front of Varlamov between Scott Mayfield of the Islanders and Craig Smith, who has earned himself a Gordie Howe hat-trick, and the refs send the 2 players to their respective locker rooms, soon to be joined by their teammates as the Preds celebrate scoring a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on the Islanders with a final score of 8-3. I hate what this team does to my heart when they're losing. But after nights like tonight, I love what they do to my heart when they're winning. 2 games through this 4-game East Coast road trip, 2 Preds victories, and 2 games to go. Just when this team, with the struggles that they have been having, could have driven completely off the cliff, down 3-1, they stormed their way back with 7 unanswered goals to win this game. The Nashville Predators scored at least 8 goals in a game for the first time since November 18th, 2014, when they defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs by a score of 9-2 in Toronto. Sorry for the reminder, Steve. First 2-goal deficit comeback since the Washington game in October. 2 games left in this road trip. Don't stop this momentum, guys. Ottawa is not going to be a pushover come Thursday, but you can and should win that game to give yourself your 2nd win streak of at least 3 games this season. Another reminder for Preds fans who will be attending the Winter Classic in Dallas on New Year's Day between the Nashville Predators and the Dallas Stars at the Cotton Bowl. WWE superstar Eric Young is hosting a rally for Preds fans on New Year's Eve at the Brain Dead Brewery in Dallas, Texas. Also attending will be Crazy Charlie, Ultimate Predator, Preds TV colorman Chris Mason, and Preds radio colorman Hal Gill. If you're going to the game in person, be sure to attend this event. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really love seeing the Preds rally like they did tonight. Click on these 2 videos for other videos I've done for the Redemption channel. Click on the channel name for all of my social media links. Tell all of Preds Nation that the team just swept the Big Apple.